Hello, beautiful people. This is Faisal Insan. I'm a certified high performance coach and I help entrepreneurs and professionals just like yourself live happy, fulfilled, and successful lives by raising their performance and potential in everything that they do. In today's session, I wanted to talk about dreams. This is something that comes up so much when it comes to my coaching, when it comes to me talking to people, especially younger people, and or older people in many cases. But I almost always get this question from younger people. Well, which career should I go into? Or I'm trying to open up a business, or I want to open a business in the future. I want to create a business, this and that. And I always ask them, why do you want to do that? And or when they talk about a job that they're getting into, I always ask them, why do you want to do that? And almost always I get this response that, well, it's a stable career, it's something where I'll be able to create a good livelihood, something like that, to that effect, their answer. Now, when I dig a little bit deeper and ask these people, well, what are you really interested in? Are you interested in the field that you're in, or the field that you're trying to go into? And I get an answer like, well, I kind of have to do something where I'm able to make money. And I completely understand that. I've had to do jobs that I didn't like, I couldn't stand at times, but at some point, I truly believe that at some point you have to make the decision whether or not you will live your life based on what you truly want, or based on what society or other people have decided for you, whether it's your parents or what the market is giving you, or whatever it is. And where does that decision come from? That decision does not come from your environment. That decision comes from within. There's something that you're interested at this moment more than interested in at this moment more than anything else. What is that thing? For me, that's working with people. I realized that when I was working in a technical field as a mechanical engineer, that I was more interested in people than I was in machines. So I tried to figure out why was that the case, and I had to do a lot of work. And at some point I realized that, you know what, my interest is in working with people, and that's a broad field. So I wanted to know, where do I want to go with this? And almost when I decided to create the business that I have, my coaching business at that time, that was 5 years ago or so, 4 or 5 years ago, the amount of resistance that I got from the people around me was amazing. That almost everybody told me, well, that's not practical, that doesn't make sense. And actually, to be fair, it didn't really make sense. It's not a normal path towards business, so it doesn't really make sense to a lot of people. But I knew what my vision was, I knew where my interest was, I knew where my dreams were. And I completely understand that people have to do things to provide for their family, for themselves, and there are times where to this day, I still have a side hustle that I work on. But when I started out, I was doing 2 jobs full time. And let me turn this up. 2 jobs full time, and that was hard. That was challenging. And I know people who do 3 jobs. I know people who come up with excuses that it's following their dreams or living their dreams is not a practical thing. They gave it up because of their kids. They gave it up because of their responsibilities and any other excuse that they come up with. I understand that you can delay what you're interested in, what you truly want to do, and what you truly want to be in your life. But to completely make a full stop on it, that's an excuse. When I started out, I was doing maybe 1 hour of working on my business. That's one aspect of it. I was doing 1 hour of maybe even less at times every day to work on it, to make sure that I'm doing something related to it. And that was hard, but I still kept going. I had responsibilities towards my family, towards my child, towards the rest of my family and friends, and towards my bills, all kinds of other stuff. But I still continued. And the reason I did that was because I realized that no matter what I do, My happiness at the end of the day lies in the fact that I listen to that inner voice. And that inner voice always tells us to, gives us whispers or gives us those feelings that you need to do the thing that you're interested in, that is close to your heart. And dreams are not just about doing things, it's living a certain way. What kind of life do you want to live? Do you want to have more free time? Or do you want to live a life where you have a lot of things around you? Do you want to live a life where you want to travel? Do you want to live a life where you have great relationships and your focus is your relationships? Or do you want to live a life where you work a lot? That's fine, but you have to decide that. Don't go with what society has given you. Usually what society gives you is what the norm is. And where does the norm come from? Everybody follows everybody else. Earl Nightingale said this, that we're copiers of copiers. I know I've mentioned this a bunch of times, but we're copiers of copiers. We're experts at this. We do this since we were little. If you watch children, they copy each other. So when we grow up, we look at other people. They're going into that field of work. They're living that kind of life. Oh, they're doing this and that. So we just subconsciously follow them, without looking towards, well, does that inspire me? Does that make me come alive? Does that make me want to live a purposeful life? Everyone, regardless of what their level of understanding, their level of success, their level of income, anyone can go towards the things that they truly want in life. Whether that be the work they want to do, their type of life, the type of life that they want to live, their relationships, they can go towards it. Is it easy? No. Nobody said that going towards your dreams are easy. But it is fulfilling, it is worth going towards it, and it is an aspect of who you are. And if you reject who you are, then how can you expect anyone else around you to accept you and like you for who you are? Or respect you for that matter. So I want you to think about this. What are your dreams? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of work do you want to do? What can you do to serve others around you? What is your interest? Think about these questions. What area of life are you interested in? Are you interested in people? Are you interested in machines? Are you interested in making a difference in another way? What kind of life have you pictured that you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want to have? What kind of person do you want to be? These are very important questions, and they're very connected to who you are and to your dreams in life. Take some time to sit down and write the answers to these questions. That'll be probably one of the most important things you can do. And don't let other people kill your dreams, because this is what people do. People allow others to dictate what kind of life they should have or they have. I hope you got some value out of this video, and if you have any questions, any comments, any thoughts, please post that below. If you wanted to share a story, a story of when you realized you needed to follow your dreams, or that you're concerned about following your dreams, or the kind of life you want to live, please post that below. Until my next video, have an awesome week. Take care. Bye.